Paying your GTT bills with MMG Plus is now even easier. You can check your balance right in the MMG Plus app or at any MMG agent. It is as easy as 1, 2, 3. Step 1. Log into the app, select Pay Bills, and select GTT in the Utilities category. Step 2. Tap on Check Balance and select the service you have with GTT, whether it's GTT Fiber, DSL, Landline, LTE, or Postpaid Mobile. Step 3. Enter the account number or phone number, and in seconds, you can get your account balance. Now that you have your current balance, you can pay your GTT bill the MMG Plus way. MMG Plus. Live life easy. Paying your GTT bills with MMG Plus is now even easier. You can check your balance right in the MMG Plus app or at any MMG agent. It is as easy as 1, 2, 3. Step 1. Log into the app, select Pay Bills, and select GTT in the Utilities category. Step 2. Tap on Check Balance and select the service you have with GTT, whether it's GTT Fiber, DSL, Landline, LTE, or Postpaid Mobile. Step 3. Enter the account number or phone number, and in seconds, you can get your account balance. Now that you have your current balance, you can pay your GTT bill the MMG Plus way. MMG Plus. Live life easy.
And good morning, everybody. How are you doing this morning? I want to welcome you on down to yet another info session being hosted by the good folks across at GTT. My name is Gordon Mosley, and I'll be keeping you company for the next 30 minutes or so with two representatives from GTT. We've got Diana Gittins. She'll be talking to us about MMG and all that's new and old with MMG. And of course, we also have joining us this morning, Tanya Wilcott, and she'll be discussing Connects. And I know you're probably trying to figure out what is Connects. We see the little logo on the side there in her background. So we're going to try to figure out all of that and more for the next couple of minutes that we're going to be here with you. So good morning, ladies. How are you doing today?
Hi, I'm doing fantastic. Morning.
So Diana, let's start off with you. Tell us about some of the new features from MMG. I just saw the ad and you're talking about checking your balance. So is that checking your balance in terms of MMG balance or checking your balance in terms of those bills? Because you know sometimes you get a bill and you paid one and the next one's right around the corner. So is it about checking that bill?
It is about checking your GTT balance right within the MMG app. We know that it's bill payment time. And so, MMG is always looking to see how we can better serve our customers. And so with that, we have launched the check balance feature, and it is for our GTT bills. Once you have a postpaid bill, meaning that you pay it at the end of the month, whether it's DSL, landline, fiber, whatever bill it is that you have to pay at the end of the month for GTT, you can check that bill right within the app. I'm excited about it, and I know that you are too. Once you have the MMG app, you can check it as a subscriber. And keep in mind, we have over 600 agents across the country. You can ask the agent to check your bills also, the MMG agent, to check your bill also to see your balance. So you know how much to pay, whether you're paying from the app or you're paying at an MMG agent.
And people are going to be excited about that new feature. But as much as there are a lot of people using the MMG service right now, there are a lot of people who are still to figure it out, who they still like to go to the stores and hand over cash. But tell us the advantages of using the MMG service and how easy it is to sign up with MMG.
Right. So for MMG, Gordon, just imagine this. You're at home, minding your own business, and then you realize that you have not paid your internet bill, and it is the 17th. There are no GTT stores open. Maybe it's 11:59, 11:28, and you need to get that bill paid. You can jump up at that moment and pay via the app. Now, let's say, for example, you're at work, and we know that even though we have our locations, our retail locations to best serve you, we know that we're not as close to everyone as we'd like. And that's why we have our MMG agents where you can pay your bill. So you can walk out your door, and chances are with a 5-10 minute whether it's a car drive or a walk around the corner from work or wherever you are during the day, you can get that bill paid. And now you can actually check your balance if you haven't received your bill. And that also, I mean, isn't that efficient? Isn't that something that you want to experience? In relation to registering as a subscriber, we always see MMG is as easy as 1, 2, 3. So what do you need? You can head to our website, and you can, it's mmg.co.ui, and you can then click to the registration page. You enter your name, and you must enter, of course, proof of address and a picture ID. Once you've had that uploaded, it is approved within a few hours, and you have your account. You load money either from your bank account, or you can load money at one of our 600 agents across the country, so that you have money in your wallet that you can pay those bills. You can top up, and I want to really talk about top up later on today, Gordon. You can top up your GTT prepaid mobile phones. You can pay your GWI, you can pay your GPL. So it's just a whole lot of bills. We have over 89 billers on our platform, so you never have to join another line.
And the important thing too is knowing those agents, because a lot of people might think you can just go and put money in your phone, like regularly put money in your phone. Oh, let me get a top up of 3, 4, 5, 10,000, whatever it is, and that goes to your MMG account. It's actually different. When you go to one of those agents, you got to be specific and let them know that you're putting the money to the MMG account on the same number.
Yes, definitely. Definitely. And Gordon, I know you mentioned the agents. It's so easy to find our agents, especially once you have access to our website. You are able to type in the area where you are. So let's say you're in Sobrianville or you're in Campbellville. Once you type in that area, the agents in in that location will pop up, and you can visit those agents. We also have their numbers there, so you can call and say, hey, I see that you're listed on MMG website. Where can I find you? And things like that. And of course, you can look for MMG sign. It says MMG agent, and it's a lovely green sign, so you would not miss it.
You definitely can't miss that. So one, that new feature that everyone is going to be talking about pretty soon allows you to see the balance of your bills, so you know what to expect with one of your future bills and that deadline date that you might see popping up pretty soon. And now about the security features, because a lot of folks may be concerned about those security features of this app service because it's their money, so they put their money into an account that's walking around in their phone, and so they want to know that it's secured. Tell us about the security features for persons who may be considering using that MMG app. What are some of the security features that should encourage them that it's safe and it's something that they should take advantage of?
Gordon, security tight on this app.
Security tight.
Security tight on this app, right? So one of the things that we've always, is paramount in our mind, is keeping people's money safe. And of course, this new app that we launched in 2020, that was one of the prerequisites in the discussions that we had. So what we would have done is that, of course, you have to sign in. You must sign in, and whenever you sign in, there's an SMS that is sent to your phone with what we call a one-time password. That is where the first line of security. So you enter your password, that's your first line of security. And then you have the second line of security where you need to enter that one-time password. So that means that if someone tries to log into your account, and even if they, by some reason, they know your password, they cannot receive that SMS. That SMS comes to your phone for you to enter. So there's no way, unless you give the person that information, that they'll be able to get that information from when we send to you. When you would log, so after you're logged in, now I know that some people don't like relogging in time and time again. One of the things that I do, Gordon, and I think that you know about this too, is you can actually use your phone's lock screen, either the password, the pin, or thumbprint, or the face print. I don't have the fancy thing that you have, Gordon. And so you will be able to use that to log in. So you go into settings and you can say, I'm comfortable. This is my phone. No one else uses it. I can use my thumbprint, my PIN, my password. So you don't have to log in time and time again. Of course, after a few times, you may be logged out automatically, but the systems are in place that we can use, whether it's a Samsung or an Android or an Apple phone. You can have that second level of security to keep that money safe. So the money could fall out your pocket, Gordon, but it can't fall out the MMG phone. Never.
I like that you explained that logging thing, because I'm one of those persons. Every time I go paying a bill, I go scratching my head like, you got to go over to the SMS, get that number, type it in. But now you can do that, as you said, using that feature.
Yes. So you go into settings and you can click on the account and you can say, okay, I'd like to sign in using my lock screen. So once the screen is locked, you pull up the account. PIN number 22222 or password Go Mosley, or you can just put that handsome face of yours and you can do. Just don't ensure that your face is looking normal. Eh?
I want to bring in Tanya as we continue talking about some of the new services across at GTT. Hey, good morning, Tanya. How are you doing this morning?
Hi, good morning, Mosley Garden. How you doing?
I'm doing pretty good. And we want to talk about connects, connects or connects. How's it? Give me the correct pronunciation. Connects?
Connect.
Connects.
Yeah.
I like the sound of that. Tell us about connects. You were explaining to me just before we got started and how it sort of merges the services online and your landline.
Right. So GTT Business Solution has created a package in mind for businesses, and it merges both your internet and landline service at the moment. Right. So it gives you more value. And when we're thinking about creating the product connects, we're looking at how can we give more value to our businesses. So they're going to be getting faster speeds, they're getting more minutes, they're getting more features. So practically they never miss a call. They are always in contact with all of their stakeholders. So it's very beneficial.
If there's a business out there and they're watching this and they want to sign up for this new service, how easy is the process to switch to merge the two?
So it's very simple. They would go onto our GTT website /connects, and there are two options. So we have our customers who were currently on our Biz Fiber plan. They can choose to upgrade. So once they upgrade, then they fill out the application form. They just need the information in terms of their two landlines, because that's a new feature as well. The two landlines are available to our business customers, and they will benefit from all the additional minutes. And of course, if it's a completely new customer, they can go onto the website, fill out the application, and within 24 hours, they'll be able to get a call. And of course, by 48 hours, the installation should happen.
I know you're talking about those two landline numbers that are available. What about businesses? Is it going to happen the same like with your regular household customers for businesses, where if you got one number you've been using for 10 years, you just transfer that number onto the system?
That is correct. So this plan actually allows you to port two numbers. So if you had two numbers before and you want to put it onto this plan, you will not have to change your number. It's something that we can easily switch. So on the application form, just a note to mention, it gives you the option to enter those two numbers. And of course, once it's there, we'll add it to the account.
Yeah, because Biz Fiber customers might already have that 501 or 500 number. So this essentially allows them to add that number now, along with the 22 whatever or the 44 whatever they might have, that landline number, correct?
Correct. So if they want to keep their existing numbers, we can absolutely do that for them. There's no issue in terms of porting that number onto Connects.
What are the advantages of taking on this service, though, for businesses that already have the Biz Fiber, or they might have one of the other services available through GTT for businesses? What are the advantages of upgrading to this new Connect service?
So there's so many advantages. So for the Biz Fiber, there are no free minutes. With the Connects plans, there are 3 new Connects plans that we have. The Connect 75, which gives you 3,005 minutes to call on net, calls to US, Canada. So if customers want to just call Canada, they can use all 3,005 minutes on those. And as you go to the next plan, which is Connects 150, you would definitely get 4,000 minutes. And with that, you are able to call the US, Canada, and as it says, we're not limiting how much minutes you can call to Canada, how many minutes you can call on net. Everything's absolutely in the plan. And of course, our higher tier value plan, which is the Connect 600, you're getting a whopping 6,000 minutes on that. So yes, 6,000 minutes. So can you imagine? That is. And the thing is, as I said earlier, we actually thought about the businesses and the things that they would need to be successful. And I just want to mention that the Connects, even though it currently just has landline and internet, we're actually going to be rolling out more add-ons to this as the year progresses. So it's going to be even more valuable to our business customers.
That's what I was wondering because a lot of business owners watching this might want to say, okay, I like the sound of 6,000 free minutes or 2,000 or 3,000 free minutes, but I also want to use those minutes to call my employees when they're out on the road to check in on them. So as it is now, the plan does not allow them to call mobile phones.
So it doesn't allow you to call mobile phone. Well, on net mobile phones you can call. For
Okay, you can
sure.
call on that mobile phones.
Yes, our
Okay,
GTT landlines and our GTT mobile numbers. That's definitely included in the plan.
okay, so they get those form part of the free minutes.
Yes, it is.
Oh, and that's what I wanted to hear because now you can call and check up on them when they should be in the office. So you got that going for you. And the process, because businesses want to be on the go. So people want to know if they sign up for this service, today's Wednesday, how soon after can they expect the technicians, if there's a need to change a device, or whether the upgrade is going to be done from Brickdam or wherever, how soon after is the connection done?
So for upgrade customers, it's within 24 hours because it's simply just upgrading their existing plans. So it's a pretty fast movement because you want to ensure that this value that we're giving, the customers can benefit as quickly as possible.
I like the sound of that. So again, customers, they can go to the GTT website to sign up for the Connect service. Just look for that logo, click on it. It'll take you to that particular page where you can begin the process. Once an application is in, within 2 to 3 days or 24 hours, you will begin the process of accessing those new services. And will the features roll on immediately, like the free minutes? Because let's
Yes,
say,
absolutely.
oh, good.
Absolutely. Once you're connected to Connect,
That's going to be done.
you are going to be getting all of the value.
I want to bring Diana back in quickly because we have some persons asking about the services that you can pay through MMG, and they're asking how soon after they pay a bill does the payment go through. So Diana, I want to know if you can touch on that. If I pay my GPL bill today, how soon after will GPL get a notice that mostly paid his bill?
Right. So, Gordon, in reference to GPL, GWI, all our major billers, they do get notifications throughout the day saying that you would have paid. So within a few minutes, they're notified that your payment has been processed. In addition to that, you have your e-receipt that comes to you via email and SMS that has your transaction ID. So it tells that is proof that you've paid. So it's as if you've walked up to a counter and you've paid your bill and you have this receipt. So it's a unique number that comes to you and says, hey, Diana paid her bill. This is her transaction. So you can present that. So let's say, for example, Gordon, sometimes people come and they say, have you paid your bill? You've paid it. And you say, like, no, you didn't. Where's your receipt? You can always show them the MMG receipt, which is the e-receipt that comes by SMS. And so we encourage persons to keep those receipts. And an important thing I want to say here today also is when you pay your bills at an agent, ensure that you give them your mobile number so that you get that SMS confirming and that you receive transaction ID. That is your receipt saying that you've been. You can keep it on your phone, store it, keep it somewhere safe. You know that water can't wash it away, rain come, shine, whatever it is, you have your transaction ID with you there.
Yeah, and I don't know if you want to deal with this or if we have to bring Tanya back to deal with this question. We have Roland Reed. He's asking whether there's a way to secure the Blaze number from making cell calls.
Well, I mean, you can limit it in terms of that's a back end process that we can do. But in terms of limiting it, I would think that we have enough minutes to ensure that we can call those numbers as well. So, but we can secure it, definitely.
Yeah, I think he's also talking about the home service because I know the home service, you might not get some of the same features and benefits you're getting with the business side of the service, the connects. So in terms of that, can he, like, if you got children in the house, you want them talking all hours of the night on the cell phone. So is there a way, can he call GTT and request that the number be blocked from calling cell phones, even with the 3 minutes?
There is a way to actually do that on the back end. Yes, a request would have to be made.
Information there. We have someone asking about your expansion of the Blaze service, of the Connect service. How soon is that going to be expanded to areas in the Berbice region and along the coast? I know a few weeks ago, you guys were up the East Coast, I think in Enterprise, doing some expansion there. So other communities are now jealous. And so they want to know, when are you coming to their neck of the woods?
All right, so we are committed by the end of 2022 to at least have majority of our areas covered. So in terms of a specific date, there are parts of Berbice that has our service, but in terms of a specific date, we haven't tied that down. As soon as we have tied that, we will definitely launch and let persons know.
That's good. We have another one of our viewers, Alexis Calder. They're asking, what is the process if you want to become an MMG agent? And Diana, this is something that you can probably pick up, because people want to become agents. They want to sell that credit to people in the area. They want a store or a small shop. They want to become an agent. What is the process to become an agent?
Right. So, Gordon, our agent applications are on the website, mmg.gy. You can click and say, you go to this section that says registration, and you can register as a business, as an agent. You can select the option of being an agent. When you submit your interest, one of our business development officers will contact you. They get an automatic notification saying that, Gordon, well, Alexis, in your case, it will come to you via email saying that it will go to them saying that you're interested, and they then process that application. They will contact you. They'll ask you for your business registration, the location of your business. They'll do a site visit and these kinds of things, and you will be confirmed as an agent once at the end of the process you've qualified or you've met all the requirements. It really isn't that simple. It's being registered as a business, having the registration details, and having a physical location also.
Okay, Alexa should be happy with that. We've got another one of our viewers, and they're asking, I think this already has started with some banks. They're asking about how you can top up your MMG through your bank account. Which banks is this feature available through, and how easy is that process?
Right. We do have GBTI. We have the Mara Bank that you can transfer your funds from your account to your MMG account. Once you would have, depending on the bank that you're a member of, they allow for 24 hours between that you would have transferred to the time that it gets to your MMG wallet. So there's a time lapse, and we're working towards fixing that. Of course, it requires integration and so on from our end. But once you know that you have your bills to pay, what you can do is transfer the funds about 24 hours to 48 hours in advance, and that money is there, and you have the convenience of using that money to pay all your bills from the comfort of your home.
And one of the nice features I want one of you to touch on, I know it was not listed as one of the things for us to talk about this morning, but I think it's really cool, is signing up with WhatsApp. So now, they can get their bills and remind us to pay those bills through your WhatsApp. Like, no, I think I just got a little reminder. It's a bill.
Pardon, did you not pay your bill?
Pardon, go check it out.
We can actually find you.
Let me explain to them. I'm going to go and see if I can pay this now in MMG.
Yeah, so GTT really wants you to be able to access your bills. We know that it's important information for you to be able to pay that bill, and so we do have the WhatsApp billing. And of course, if you miss it on WhatsApp from your WhatsApp billing, you can then, of course, check your balance right within the MMG app.
And they're so courteous, dear Gordon Mosley.
Gordon, it's just a reminder. We just remind you so that you don't miss out. We know that if you don't have internet, you cannot work, and that's what
so that's working. Oh, the bill, the bill is paid anyway. So there, I'm good to go now.
You should show us the confirmation number, right, Gordon?
Let me go. You want my business now? The bill is paid. It says now you have zero balance on that, so that's a good thing. The bill is paid. We have someone else asking about if an individual can become an MMG. Let me just bring the question up for you. This is Marcia Thompson, and she's asking, what is the opportunity for an individual to become an MMG agent if they're in good financial standing, if you're already selling top-up? what is the process to become an agent for MMG now on your own? This is a person that's phone and they want to do a small business on their own while at work. Your friends want to top up, you give them, and so.
Right. So, Gordon, we are regulated by the Bank of Guyana, and there are some things that we have in place that we would definitely need to adhere to. In relation to if she can join as an individual, that's a discussion that we need to have with her. But I know that part of our guidelines and regulations that you must be a registered business to become an MMG agent, a small business. And Marcia, it isn't that simple. You can't. I mean, this is a good time to be an entrepreneur and just get make this thing official, register as a small business. And there are so many more opportunities that will be available to you when you register as a small business. And my colleague, Tanya has solutions just there waiting for you in relation to internet and phone and all these things. So I think that, it's a good step. It's a step in the right direction as an entrepreneur to register your small business. There are so many opportunities, and Gordon would share these opportunities, whether it's with the available grants that you can use to develop your business. So why not register as a small business?
I know one of the things I learned using the MMG service. I didn't realize it was doing that. Like I would have money in my phone, and sometimes I want to send a little credit to my sisters or a friend. You just transfer some money to their phone. You actually get some back, a little something that's come back in your wallet. So that's a little good thing, You send it 2,000, you see a little $200-300 come back.
Mm-hmm. God, it's not 200-300. Please do not sell dreams.
Gordon, depends on the amount you're sending.
Gordon spending 2,000 next thing somebody's asking me $200. But you do get it. But Gordon, that brings us to the next point, where in addition to that commission that you do get a commission when you sell top up to your friends and your family. Do you know that you can also get 1 gig data? This was a recently launched campaign. You get 1 gig data once you top up $1,000 or more. Whether it's yourself that you're topping up, you top up at an agent location, or the thing that you like to do, you're so generous, you sell top up or you send top up to your family and your friends. Do you know what you can do with 1 gig of data?
You could do a nice live like this one. Going back to Tanya, because business people are watching this too, and they want to know how they can again sign up for this Connect service that you mentioned a few moments ago, and the benefits they will get from this service. One of the things they want to know is the add-ons. If they have a particular plan where they're paying $20-something thousand or whatever it is a month for the current Blaze Fiber, the fiber Biz Fiber service. When they transfer the lines and they upgrade, what is the difference? Do they have to now pay like a monthly fee for the lines being attached to the Connect service?
No, so that's one to add on to this, because usually if you have a separate landline, you're going to be paying a rental charge, completely rental. This is just $2,500. You're not getting any benefit from that. No, with this, you're not paying any rental. You're just getting the minutes with it. So that's one to add the plus for this. You're getting all 3 minutes.
And that's a good thing. And you're catering for small, medium, and large scale businesses because, that's what people want to know. But tell me this, if there's a business and they want to have, I know you're saying it's 2 lines, but if it's a big business, and so they might want 2 additional lines, would they have to have another box? Would they have to have another service? How can you work it out with them?
So in terms of the connects, right, it only caters to 2 landlines, and you'll be getting those with this plan. So we have other solutions that we can recommend. We have our hosted PBX solution, which of course will give you different extensions. We have CUG plans if they need to have like mobile plans. So there are other options that gives the customer great value that's not connected to the connects per se for the business customers. So yes, we do.
And that's a good thing. I'm happy you brought it up, because a lot of folks might not realize that for business customers of GTT, there are a number of services available, whether you want to put all the cell phones being used for the business on a particular plan. So the staff will benefit from that. You're paying this particular money every month, and they get their cell phone service. So that's something they can actually sign up and be a part of.
Right. So we have the CUG plan, and a minimum to get this service is minimum of 5 mobile plans on it. And of course, with that, you have the closed user group. You can call everybody on that for free. Right. And then, of course, you get there are different packages that will be suited for each clan. Depends on what they select.
Get ready to wrap up. I want to bring back in Diana. Diana, we're getting a lot of questions about the MMG service. Persons again are asking about the sign up process. And there's some folks who might not be too tech savvy. There might be some elderly folks who might, they go to the website, they can find gtt.co.gy, and that's where it ends. But if they go into one of your stores, can your staff assist them in signing up and going through the process?
You can register at one of our GTT stores, but you don't even have to go to one of our GTT stores. You can visit our agent locations also to register as MMG subscribers. So you provide them with your picture ID and proof of address. You must have your TIN number handy because, of course, we are governed once again by the Bank of Guyana. So we need to have those documents, supporting documents. And they will register you for your MMG account right off the bat. It takes less than 5 minutes. Once the account is approved, you get a notification, an SMS notification, and you can download the app, log in, load money to your wallet, and live life easy.
And of course, they can also go to the website, gtt.co.gy, look for that MMG logo and begin the sign-up process there if they want to.
They can come to mmg.gy website.
mmg.gy.
To sign up for MMG, yes, they can. And there's a little tab that says registration, and you can either register as a business or register as a customer. So our agents, our merchants, our billers, they register as a business, and our customers, that's where you click on to register as a subscriber.
And that's MMG.
mmg.gy.
Okay, go back to Connects now to wrap up, Tanya. Remind us again of the sign-up process to upgrade to the Connect service being offered through GTT.
All right, so you'd be going onto our website, gtt.co.gy/connect. And of course, there are two options. You can upgrade and you can modify. The only information that you would need would be, of course, the two existing landlines, if you do have landlines right now, or if you need two additional landlines. That's for the upgrade. For new customers, there's an option where you just fill out the application form. If you have landlines, because you may not have had the internet, but you've had landlines, you have that option to also include the landlines there. And I just want to remind persons that they'll be getting up to 6,000 minutes, right? You'll be getting 2 call features, caller ID, call waiting, and you're getting faster speeds. Those things are very important as it goes on to that. And of course, 2 landline numbers. And importantly, we have our SMB officers who are in their various territories, and we'll be knocking on doors, we'll be signing up persons through that avenue as well. So it's not just online, they don't have to come into a store. We have persons out there that are reaching out to them now to sign up. So guys, just take advantage of that opportunity right now.
Wait, tell me this before you go, Tanya. If, let's say, I have a particular number, so I'm going to add that number to the Connect service, 222 and 4 zeros, and I'm going to have that other number. Will that number be a 500 number? It's going to be along that regular code that we were accustomed to.
So usually if you have one number that you currently have, we automatically give you a BIS fiber number. But of course, if the customer chooses or wants a specific number, they can make that request. And of course, once it's available, we can provide that number to our business.
So you can do that too for the fiber numbers?
Yes,
okay,
you can.
So they can have 222.
Right.
So they can have 222 and the 4 zeros and 500 and the 4 zeros too. So they're similar.
Correct. So if it's available, though, we don't want to.
If it's available.
Right.
It's based on availability.
If they want another number, which is a regular landline number also, which is a 222 number, once it's available and we can provide it, we will provide it on the Connect plan as well.
All right, well, good information there from Tanya Wilcott and Diana Gittins from MMG, from GTT, talking about some of the new services. You can go to mmg.gy for more details about how you can sign up for that service. You can also go to gtt.co.gy/connects and sign up for that service. That's for business customers. You'll get free minutes. You can call, online with GTT on service on network. You can benefit from those free numbers. You can call overseas for free too. Yes, and so you can get more information on that by going to that site, gtt.co.gy/connects. And of course, on MMG site, it's mmg.gy. Well, thank you, ladies, for spending the past half hour with us. Had a lot of information. And of course, we encourage persons to, call GTT or go into one of their stores for more information. They have representatives waiting there to guide you along the process. You can also go to the websites. There are tons of information on the websites available, so you can sign up and be a part of the many offerings from GTT. So thank you, Tanya. Thank you, Diana. What's for lunch?
Curry chicken and rice.
Huh?
Curry chicken and rice.
Curry chicken. I'm gonna go see what I'm gonna have for lunch. I had to egg ball early this morning, fresh, just from the frying pan. So I don't know if that's gonna last me all day.
You need some
Gordon,
cooked
thank you
rice
so much
order.
for having me.
He said eggs are good for you.
Protein.
Thanks a lot, ladies. You have a great day today.
All right,
You
you
too.
too.
Bye.
Bye-bye.
Paying your GTT bills with MMG Plus is now even easier. You can check your balance right in the MMG Plus app or at any MMG agent. It is as easy as 1, 2, 3. Step 1. Log into the app, select Pay Bills, and select GTT in the Utilities category. Step 2. Tap on Check Balance and select the service you have with GTT, whether it's GTT Fiber, DSL, Landline, LTE, or Postpaid Mobile. Step 3. Enter the account number or phone number, and in seconds, you can get your account balance. Now that you have your current balance, you can pay your GTT bill the MMG Plus way. MMG Plus. Live life easy.